The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
I don't understand. I really don't. 35 years old and you're still scared of a little thunder.
I am not.
Thunder Buddies for life, right, Johnny?
Fucking right.
All right, come on, let's sing the thunder song.
All right. When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder buddy and say these magic words. Fuck you, thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder because you're just God's farts.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Biden Joe to the old folks home, 'cause his mind don't even work no more. Gonna take Biden Joe to the old folks home, 'cause his mind don't even work no more. Corn popping Cadillacs, Lady Gaga's got my back. I can't remember Jack 'cause my brain is melted wax. We hold these truths to be self-evident, you'll see. All men and women are created, you know the thing. Can't even remember nothing. I don't even know why I'm running. I can't even remember nothing.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
If there's no teleprompter, I begin to stutter. Blonde leg hairs in the water. Can I sniff your daughter? Challenge you to push-ups, tell the working man to shut up. Socialists are fed up. Bernie, you've been set up. Can't even remember nothing. I don't even know why I'm running. I can't even remember nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna take Banjo to the old folks home, 'cause his mind don't even work no more. Gonna take Banjo to the old folks home, 'cause his mind don't even work no more.
That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't.
Are you suffering from exhaustion, sleep deprivation, headaches? Is your hair thinning? Do you ever wonder to yourself, what happened? Then you might be suffering from parenting. Parenting affects 10 out of 10 mothers and fathers around the world and can lead to extreme debt and loss of self-identity. You may need a fucking break. A fucking break lets you step away from it all. Results of a fucking break may vary. Side effects include a sigh of relief, decrease in blood pressure, and hanging with the boys. Do not take a fucking break if there's no one watching your kids, and if you've taken one in the last 24 hours. Talk to your spouse before you take a fucking break. Parenting is not easy. Take a fucking break.
See, what I think you logically do with a instead of having a $350 billion tax cut, what you do with that money is do a public works project. See, what that is you pay a lot of people to build something, okay? And that way you employ people who are unemployed. And then they get money, and they spend it, and that stimulates the fucking economy too! So you pick a place that really needs something. You know, a state that could really use it, like Mississippi. Of course, Mississippi. Because that's the place that no one has ever thought, boy, I got a vacation. I need 2 weeks in Biloxi. And you go down there and you find a place that's totally in the shitter. You won't have to go far. And what you do is build a big fucking thing. I don't care what it is, as long as it's big and it's a fucking thing. And then the economy will explode because people will say, I gotta see the big fucking thing. And then there'll be a big fucking thing restaurant, a big fucking thing hotel and casino, a big fucking thing spa. See, what I felt they should have done for our first public works project is build a giant wall across the entire border of Canada. Because that's where the cold air comes from.
Off my chest. When you know I'm home alone and I still don't pick up my phone, it's because I don't like you. I would rather take a nap than listen to all of your crap. Is this getting through? Return your calls, 'cause I don't like you. Sometimes I think, what the heck, next time I'll punch you in the neck. Stay away, I don't like you. Driving me to homicide, nobody noticed if you died. It's because they don't like you. There is nothing to discuss. I hope you get hit by a bus. Why don't you kiss my ass? I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge. Go die in a ditch. Just piss off, you stupid bitch. I don't like you.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Fly too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't.
Anyway, where in the hell did you come in?
I said I just whipped in here like the Flash.
Mike's wasn't even on. I'm too much in shock. I'm over here starting the show. I'm thinking, they're not coming. I didn't hear anything from you, and it's I didn't reach out to you either, and I'm usually the one that does that.
Like, are you coming?
Yeah. Are you coming? Are you going to be on time? How late are you going to be? You know, that type of nonsense. But it's like, all right, so he's not coming, but I got a pretty good loaded plate anyway, so honestly, I really didn't think you were, because you had mentioned over the weekend you get the flu from the shot.
Oh, well,
So,
I got the shot. Supposedly, I didn't know this. I thought you had to get it every year. So the flu shot you get every 2-3 years. I don't know. It's 3 to 5 years, something like that.
Really?
So I got it not last winter, but the year before when I was so sick with bronchitis and pneumonia and everything, because the doctors are like, you can't take one more thing and your immune system's down. You're better off taking it. I said, I don't want to take it because I do not want to get the flu.
Right.
I don't want anything
because it's a mild thing of the flu.
Well,
That's what it's supposed to be,
right.
at least.
Needless to say, they talked me into it, which I shouldn't have let them do. 2 days later, I already felt like I was on my deathbed. I felt like I was under the deathbed. So I get the flu, the vomiting, the fever, everything that
really?
came with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
then
bad.
Sunday, David gets up and he runs to the bathroom and we hear him throwing up. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
No.
And so I
He got it too.
Yeah. So I was just waking up and I was thinking,
And he's a little baby too.
Right, but now here we are, yes, a year later, and I'm thinking, okay, well, they said, I've had the vaccine, and I got it right when I got the vaccine, but, I should be fine. So
Right.
I got up to put the ham in, because I'm thinking, typically, no joke, David throws up one time, he lays back down, he sleeps for 2 hours, and the man is fine. I don't know how his system works so well, but it does. So
I'd like to get a good close-up of his immune system in there. It's like, okay, so you just got to throw up the shit. That's all you have to do.
Exactly. So
Fine,
I thought,
fair enough.
we're still on for Easter, no big deal, So I go in to put the ham on. By the time I got it in the Ninja Foodie,
ooh, yeah, you got to tell me about the foodie. Come on, how was it?
I didn't cook it because we ended up not having Easter on Sunday because of us being sick, because my knees almost buckled. I was so weak and I started shaking. I felt sick to my stomach, but that's as far as mine went. But I slept. Once I put everything back, I said, he's back in there throwing up again. So I'm like, we got to cancel.
So
this is not going to work.
In preparation for anticipating you not showing up, of course, I went into panic mode. Any last minute co-host wanted to, and I went ahead and I shared the link. Well, somebody went ahead and stepped up to the plate.
Okay.
So I got my cousin.
Okay.
My cousin is on right now.
Hi.
Everybody wave hi.
What's up?
Now, he doesn't have any professional broadcasting experience or microphones or anything. He's going through Apple, that should be good enough, right?
Hey, that's okay.
But we're glad to have him. Jim, how you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Not much.
I'm actually happy to be here.
Really?
I need an outlet. This is a good outlet, yes.
See, that's what it is for me, too. It's a nice outlet.
Yeah, it's an outlet, right? Yeah, that's what she said.
Listen, as soon as I saw it, I said, you know what? I'm home alone tonight. I might as well.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. So you got to go ahead and shave and then slap your cheeks. Because you're home alone. No, not even a giggle on that one.
Yeah, a human bowling ball. That's why I keep the beard.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want to see that thing all shaved off. You take a look at it. He's got that big dome shining like the four. I can see it's 4 lights. That's what you have in there. It's 4 lights. Yeah,
that's funny. Actually,
it's great. Do you use turtle wax on that thing?
We have studio lights.
Well, yeah, you have studio lights. That's what I need. I need to go ahead. I don't even have a studio. I have a room. That's what I have.
No, I'm in my room. I don't have studio lights. I got those deals there.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still better than what I got. Got a freaking ceiling fan with light. And
we should put LEDs in here.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead, Karen. Where are you going to get the money?
I got LEDs.
LEDs are not expensive.
I know you got LEDs there, show off. I know you do. You built your own damn house.
Okay, but you could put LEDs around I'm talking like the strand around the edge of the room at the ceiling.
Oh,
that's not expensive to do.
No, it's not. I've actually done the whole house. Well, not LEDs. I've done the whole house during Christmas, red and green, with the perimeter of the roof, and that roof is vaulted.
Exactly.
So I had spent some time up there on a freaking ladder, which I hate.
Not me.
But. Yeah, you're right. I could probably do that.
And it would brighten it up in here.
Got to get the multicolored one so I can go ahead and change
yeah, if you can change it.
Like if we have a Valentine's Day show, we just do red. We can go ahead and do well,
green for St. Patty's Day.
Yep. Yeah. Oh,
red
yeah.
and green for Christmas.
You know what? I got some major ideas. Good job.
Blue
there,
for
Karen.
Hanukkah.
Blue for what? Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Well, with COVID and everything, I'm trying not to spit on the mic.
You bastard. Tony D just sent me a picture of him in the tub.
Nuh-uh.
I'm going to share this, too.
Awesome.
Yeah. This motherfucker wanted to go ahead. He's a thing.
Wasn't a villain.
Yeah, he used to have a show on my station, and then all of a sudden he decided to bonk out.
Funny.
Because he went to
guy.
FM. Like, who wants to go ahead and go from my station to FM? Right. Come on now.
I can't imagine.
Bastard.
Well, he told us he was going to send us one.
I'm actually sharing it to the whole team page, so you can actually see it. And then I'm going to go ahead and my Facebook, and I'm going to share the bitch. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So Jim, what's going on, man? Why are you home alone? What's going on?
Martha still has her mother in town, so they're out doing some last-minute shopping before they leave.
Oh, really?
So they left, I don't know, like 2 hours or more ago, and I've just been sitting there, and I saw the invite. I said, that's it. I'm going upstairs.
There you go.
I'm going to do something with my time.
That's awesome.
You got to be right.
And you chose us.
Yeah. I should have powdered my head first.
You should have.
I had no idea.
You should have put a hat on.
I don't wear hats, man.
You don't wear hats? Oh, you do that proudly, huh?
Of course.
You go ahead and... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so
that's not. I mean, hey, the ladies like.
Yeah, if the ladies like it, my God, that's it is what it is.
That's right.
It's a whole package.
Show it off.
Yeah, the package. He's got the package.
Is that what it is? It's a package.
More thought goes into this package than you realize.
No, I listen. We're talking about the right package, right?
What package are you talking about? I'm talking about the whole package.
Yeah.
Now, the question is...
Yeah, Mo says that's not weird. Shut up, Mo. We don't need to hear you.
The real question is which head gets played with more?
Ooh.
I'm sorry? Come again?
Right.
I said the real question is which head gets played with more?
Oh...
So, if I'm not sure if Jim can see, but there it is, the nice hairy leg in the tub.
I see it. It's kind of gross. Honestly, that's kind of gross.
That is gross. I mean, he needs to shave. Yeah. I mean, he needs just to. Ew.
Needs to clean that grout joint between the wall and the tub.
You see that? You know what? And that's a contractor talking right there.
Thing.
That's a contract. Okay, let's get the leg off.
I don't even see the leg. I just see that nasty ass grout joint at the wall.
Jim, you know what? You should give some advice to Tony because he's on the phone. Go ahead and give him your advice
for cleaning that.
Yeah, well, to clean his leg too.
Good razor knife, scratch it out as deep as you can get it, and clean it with some bleach and let it dry, and then caulk it up real good.
You know what the weird part is? He actually did his kitchen. He actually remodeled his kitchen. So he's actually a handyman himself. I'm not sure how great it is, but he went ahead and remodeled his kitchen.
You want to see this kitchen? This kitchen is beautiful.
Well, dude, I gave you the link. Oh no, you didn't. The link is on my my thing. Go ahead and join. Get on here, man. Let's make it a four-way. Oh, wait. You're in the tub. I don't want that. Wait, you're not in the tub. You took that picture before. You sick bastard.
No, listen.
Listen.
I'm in the bathtub.
I love it.
Where's your Rubby Ducky?
Rubber Ducky.
I saw the Johnson & Johnson, so there has to be some toys somewhere.
Yeah. What's that, Jim?
What was that splashing in the water?
That's him in the tub.
He's in the tub.
I'm in the bathtub, man. I'm relaxing. I just got done growling my. You're talking to a naked radio DJ right now. You should feel like really happy. You should be like, wow, this is really happening right now. Like there's a naked guy on the phone with me right now. on the Charles Richardson show.
I don't know if we want to get that excited.
That's a weird feeling, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's a weird feeling.
yeah. He's kind of getting homophobed out right now.
No, not really.
Yo,
Just I feel
what is
awkwardly
up with the hairdo, my dude? Are you going for the mullet? Are you going for the trucker? What are you doing?
Dude, I'm just letting it grow out. I had no intention. I have no intention right now of cutting it, even though I probably should. I really should. I probably should go ahead and go number 2 again.
Get a mullet. Get a mullet.
I'm not getting a fucking mullet. Shut up. I'm not getting a mullet.
Come on.
Dude, go into Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Dude, do it.
It's thinning up at the top, though. That's the problem. And I'm an old guy.
Spray paint it.
No, I'm not spray painting shit. I'm not doing no Just for Men. I'm not doing the Ronco, spray paint thing. I'm not doing that.
Why is David got to always get all the crazy shit? How come we can't dye your hair black?
Because David's the goon. He's the guinea pig.
And Charles and Alyssa love, they're just firm believers, in all natural.
David
they
wants
don't
it
do
too.
the makeup. If they go gray, he said he's keeping the gray. No.
Yeah,
all natural.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about all natural and everything, but it's I still make sure certain parts of my body are groomed nicely.
Oh.
For that particular reason.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to dye it if it goes gray.
There's no jungle fever going down there, okay? I'm just letting you know that. There's no weeds.
Yeah, but you get haircuts too, so
it doesn't look like a skittle in a bush. I got it.
Skittle in the bush, and you bitch. You probably talking about freaking gator and a freaking set of weeds. That's what I'm talking about. Anaconda inside a freaking shortcut grass.
Yeah, so that story you posted today about the vaccine at least being good for 6 months. Did you think that? Because when I was reading your description, what was on your mind, did you think that it said it was only good for 6 months, or did you read the article in its entirety and you think that they don't know?
I mean, the article said it started with Moderna vaccine, which is a 2-shot one, is only good for 6 months. What else is there?
At least, at least. So
it's misleading.
The journalist who wrote that was really stupid because, I hate this in journalism. I hate this so much. What they'll do is they'll write misleading opening lines to a news article, so it's clickbait.
Yep.
And what I felt that you thought that said and what it intended.
It's only good for 6 months. You have to get it twice a year. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So you got caught on the clickbait.
I got fucked, didn't I?
You got
son of a bitch.
And I'm reading.
Fuck you.
I'm reading it. And I'm going. Charles got stuck on clickbait because you think that the vaccine's only good for 6 months, but they're sitting there saying at least
6 months.
Because it's been 6 months in trial.
Those bastards. How dare they freaking clickbait my ass?
It's been good for half a year so far, so they're going to continue going.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's good for 6 months until we tell you 6 months later it's good for a year. And then another 6 months is good for a year and a half. Well,
exactly.
Well, let's segue to that. So after Easter, there was a very intense conversation where we had Easter at. And it had to do with her grandparents, both sets of grandparents, and her dad, her brother. Everybody's getting the vaccine. Now, they're all getting the 2-shot vaccine. So I went ahead, and this little bald bitch over here went ahead and called me I'm acting like a baby for having concerns.
Like a little bitch. You're calling the wrong guy a bitch.
Well, listen, and I'm over here. I gave him a call afterwards off when I was done with work, and I said, what are you going to bust my balls for? I have some concerns because I don't know much about this. The vaccine, I'm getting peer pressure from the family. And it's I feel like I think I should get it, but I'm not going to get the 2-shot. I'm going to get the 1-shot. So I'm going to go, and I made the video saying, hey, listen, anybody get any advice? That's all I was asking. I already made the determination I'm getting it. I just don't know which one. So I asked him, hey, doofus, did you watch the whole video? Because all it was doing basically was getting advice. And so, well, you don't need any advice. Yes, I do. I want to see if one is better than the other. Which one would be better for me with somebody of, underlying conditions, diabetic, high blood pressure, overweight, retarded. I need to know what would be better for somebody like me.
There's no fixing the retard, bud.
Well, I get that. But I'm saying I don't want to be more retarded. I'm retarded enough.
So let's
I'm about ready to get kicked off Facebook. I'll bet you anything because I said retard.
You're going to get kicked off Facebook because you're talking about the vaccine.
I'm going to get kicked off Facebook. I'm going to get kicked off Facebook because I'm talking to somebody that's in the tub.
He didn't show us his goods.
Well, no, thank God he didn't show us his goods. I would have banned his ass.
Yeah, nah. So let's put this in perspective. Do you really think, in reality, that the first people to get the shot were healthcare workers, were firefighters?
No, I don't think
they
so.
weren't. They were like fourth on the totem pole.
Yeah, the people that got the shot were the ones that could afford to get the shot and paid it. You don't think so? Talking to Mike there.
Hear me out here.
I'm hearing you.
Think that this, if you think that this thing is going to do some actual harm to you, then half of the United States that's already got the first shot, which is like, there's 331 million.
Is it really half though? I think they said it was like 22%. That's not half, according to what I'm saying.
Well, fully half is going to be when everyone's fully vaccinated, but half of the population, again, clickbait, half of the population is almost at 70% on the first dose because it's at 206 million is what they're estimated by the end of this month.
I'm over here wondering if Tony's
their goal
clickbait.
is 300 million.
I wonder if Tony's clickbait. Like I clicked on his bathroom photo. I'm wondering if that's going to cause like a virus.
Oh God.
It might. But do you really think that all these people that are getting it is like going to fucking kill you and you're going to grow a third arm? Like, look, welcome to the club, man. The reality of this situation is, and I'm being real here, is that in order to travel and do things, you're going to need this vaccine. Yeah. Look, I did it. I went and got it. I mean, dude, I had a little crazy little episode, which was probably my anxiety. But other than that, I'm fine. And then I got my second dose just recently, and I'm good. I'm good. And you know why I did that? Because I don't want to be sheltered anymore. I like, no matter what, at the end of the day, like.
But Tony, here's the thing though. Wait. Here's the thing though, is you're going to have to do the same stuff even after you take the freaking vaccine. You're still going to have to social distance. You're still going to have to stay 6 feet apart.
They still want you to wear a mask,
right?
Or two,
right? Karen, are we? How's our audio sound? Are we breaking up? Jim says he's having some issues.
Yeah, I only heard like every fourth word Tony was saying.
Well, you know what? That's 25% of Tony, and that's more than people really listen to him anyway. So,
and I know this is 3 against 1 tonight, but I'm completely on the other side. 100%. Number one,
it's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But what saddens me is the reason behind people. If you talk, like you just said, you didn't say, oh, well, my reason is to protect my family. My reason is to not, transmit it. Your reason is because you don't want to be sheltered anymore. You don't have to be sheltered anymore. Because first off, it's already being fought in court that it is a HIPAA violation for anyone to even ask you to show this card. And if you think that that's not government control, I don't know what for you to say is. You don't have to show your vaccination record every time you choose to fly, or you want to go on a cruise, or you want to go to an amusement park. But now all of a sudden we're going to have to show his vaccine card in order to go to tourist attractions and stuff. No,
I didn't hear anything about tourist attractions. I heard about traveling beyond. Really?
Yes, they're considering for you to have to.
Jim, you hear anything about this? You're over there in Central Florida. You haven't heard
the connection is real bad.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's mine, or I don't know if it's just pulling too much bandwidth, but real bad.
It might be. No, what I'm saying is,
I'll log out.
Okay. So, Jim is there, and he's in Central Florida, and he's the one that actually has connections to Disney World. I mean, he has some of his kids working there. I haven't heard any of this shit. I haven't heard it on the news. I haven't heard it from rumors either.
You got to kind of almost take Florida off the map as far as any of these regulations are concerned, because we have a governor that is fighting for our personal rights. And to me, like I even said on your video, to me, having to show that card and marking us in that fashion is no different than the Jews being marked with their tattoos, with them having to go and show, that mark in order to move about and so on, which then they eventually imprisoned them.
Right.
But why all of a sudden we have never in all these years had to show our vaccination card or for anything, but now all of a sudden we have to show that we're vaccinated for something?
Yeah.
That to me is just it spells control. I personally, as far as harm is concerned, if you go and actually look up the CDC website and look at the numbers of how many tens of thousands have had horrific adverse reactions to this shot, it will shock you. And then go look at the death toll. We lost a friend. They got their shot. Within a week, they were hospitalized. The hospital could not. And we're not talking about somebody who was overweight, had health issues. They had nothing, was not on one medication. As a matter of fact, they're a physician. And they ended up losing their life because whatever it did inside his body, it continued to break down his blood counts to the point where he couldn't sustain himself anymore.
Yeah.
And there was nothing they could do to reverse that. So there is the negative side of it. I don't preach to a lot of people about it. Like you and Alyssa, you want to do it. I have to say I had my moment where I was like, oh,
maybe
this
I
is
should
breaking
do it, right?
my heart. No, I will never think I need to take the shot. But my heart was kind of broken because y'all are my friends, and the scientists have even come out. I was listening to the reports yesterday. They came out and they said what people don't understand about how this alters our DNA is that it is not made to alter immediately. This is going to be over a span of time. Some people won't even notice the reactions for a year.
What I've heard is the 2-shot one alters your DNA. I haven't heard the first one.
They both do.
They both.
And
listen, if it gives me a better shot at losing weight or something like that for DNA, I'm all for it.
Okay,
give me that DNA.
Here's something I found suspicious too. The reactions that people are having, especially after the second shot, okay, are flu symptoms. Now, we already know that vaccines. Well, hold on. Vaccines are the virus themselves.
Right.
Okay, that's what they're putting into our body. Now, if the symptoms for COVID is coughing, congestion, sore throat, then why is it that the reaction you're having to this virus being put into you is not any of those things?
It's supposed to build up your immune.
Yes, but why would it give you flu symptoms?
Look, it's all political.
It is, and it's money. How do we know that they're actually...
Wait. Hold on a second, Jim. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't mean to interrupt Karen, but it's sickening. It's political. At this point, we're a year and... What are we? A year and a month in?
Yeah.
It's now about one political party having more power over the citizens of this country than the other. Everything points towards that.
Yeah.
The president getting on the bandwagon of I'm considering mandating masks. I'm considering mandating more social distancing. We'll never lock down again. I mean, the economic disaster that created in this country, that'll never happen again. But it's all the other little things that they want to control. We're losing our liberties. Like before our eyes, we're losing them. We're losing our freedoms. And don't think for a second that vaccine card is essentially, like Karen said, it's like the fucking Holocaust tattoos. Mm-hmm. And no, I'll never do it. I'll never, ever do it. Now, with that said, there's only one thing I'll ever prove I got a vaccine, and that's to get on a cruise ship because it's X amount of people in a confined space for X amount of time. That is the only circumstance where I would ever say, here's proof that I've been vaccinated. Besides that, never.
But that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping that people like you will give into it for that purpose.
But let me ask you this then.
Cruise only. Nothing else.
Yeah. Well, but what you just mentioned about the same things that you'd say you'd show it on a cruise because it's in a confined space for a certain amount of time. Theme parks, you're still in a confined space for a certain amount of time.
Open airs in theme parks.
So's the cruise ship.
The lines are 90% outside.
But I'm just saying, the cruise ship can be outside. I mean, yes, okay, you're going in the hallways, you're going to your room, that's it.
All right, so let me give you this scenario. You're on the cruise ship, and you happen to catch the flu. The flu is going to spread through that a heck of a lot faster, first off, than COVID will. Secondly,
I think COVID would spread faster.
My husband's grandmother passed away with COVID, not COVID related. But if that woman would have caught the flu on a cruise, she would have died too. So, I mean, there's that scenario too. There are other viruses that are going to spread through confined spaces.
And we've already had the flu and they had full capacity for cruises.
Right, and you do not have to. It's not mandatory to be vaccinated and show a vaccine card for the flu, pneumonia.
Yeah.
So why should it be?
I think ultimately, I think the whole vaccine passport, I think it's going to die on the vine. I think there's too many Americans that are just dead. They're dead set against the idea of basically the mark of the beast. I mean, I hate to sound like my mother, but it's true. I mean, in a sense, it's exactly what it is. It's the start of it.
He's going biblical on us now.
It's true, though.
Pushing out for digital currency. Look at Disney with the facial recognition and the mobile ticket.
I haven't even
to track us.
I have not even been there yet for the facial recognition. That's going to be some weird shit.
I won't do it. And Chuck, I'm telling you right now, God is my witness. If Disney goes to all facial recognition or a mobile device to enter a park, I will cancel my annual passes and I'll never go to Disney again.
What do you think? Is just for tracking?
It's all about control and tracking us and selling us. Like, you understand, we're a product. We, like human beings.
We're already doing. When you go on Facebook, what are you doing? You're selling yourself. Anything you click on your computer, guess what happens? Facebook is going to find a company to market you. Every third or the fourth post, you see it's something that. Wait, how's this coming up? Oh yeah, I clicked on this. That's why.
Dude, shut off the microphone on your phone. I was having a conversation with the other day about some restaurant. I got on Facebook and boom.
Restaurant.
Just a random restaurant.
We're already being tagged, dude. So what's the difference? Now Disney's being upfront about it.
Why let them stick something in you that might track you when you decide to go off the grid?
There's no such thing as off the grid.
Let me say this, and I won't interrupt you. Facebook is the last social media I'm a part of. I have deleted and deactivated my accounts on everything. Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest, all of them. I'm almost to the breaking point with Facebook and look, I'm just one person. They could give a shit about me, but I'm not going to be a product anymore. Right. And I'm not going to be a part of this social regime.
Hold on. Tony, you've been sitting there, probably scrubbing your balls and making sure they're nice and clean. What do you got to say on this one?
I'm out of the tub. I'm just listening.
Are you air drying or are you actually towel dry?
I towel dry. I do the Alabama. Yeah. I dab my nuts. I dab my nuts on the towel.
You don't have to go into great detail. I don't really care to hear about your hairy nuts going on the towel. But do you have anything to add in regards to all this junk?
I mean, you got to be. Look, I get what everyone's saying. Everyone's going to have their opinions on this thing, and I'm sorry that I don't agree with the rhetoric that's being put out there right now. I don't believe in anything of freedom being taken away. I don't believe in our rights being taken away. I'm on a different level where. In my industry, I've seen a lot of people that I deal with on a daily that I don't see anymore pass away from COVID in the medical field. And seeing those people pass away and not see them anymore, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
So it was my my due diligence to get the vaccine because I, one, don't want to get sick, two, have a spread through my household. But in reality, it's an mRNA vaccine that's been in the works for over 15 years. So what I mean by that is that the system has been in place for 15 years before it was actually put to use to make a vaccine. There's no living COVID-19 or COVID inside of the vaccine. There's no baby fetuses inside of the vaccine. It's an mRNA.
Listen, I'm already big enough to be pregnant. I don't need another baby fetus in me.
Yeah, it's a replica of the spike protein that protects you, and it builds immunity of the spike protein that tries to attack your body, which means that your body already remembers what this spike protein already is.
Right.
So all it's doing is putting a spike protein into your body, and it has basic things in it like biocarbonate, the same stuff that's put into dialysis. And that's what I work in. I work in dialysis. It has biocarbonate in it, which is an additive for renal failure.
Right. So what you're saying is this thing has been in the works. It's been in the mix. And it's like just you basically tell me, just like my cousin, shut up and take it. Right.
It's like it's. Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do because
yes, you are.
You're an American. You're an American. You have your right to say yes or no to whatever decision you're going to make. But what I feel is that if you want some type of normalcy back, and you want some type of
Tony, I need you to tell me what to do. You've already told me to go ahead and check out nugget porn on your show.
I got it.
You already went ahead and did that. You already told me to. You already went ahead and sent me pictures of your hairy ass leg and your dirty ass grout. You're telling me what to do. You're implanting stuff. So tell me what to do.
I say you get it.
Thank you. Tony,
that's the advice I gave him too.
Tony, go ahead and plug your. Hey, listen, what's going on with the FM world? Are you actually finally doing your show or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I was. Did you hear me over the weekend?
I heard shit. I listen. The only thing I heard was COVID vaccine through my family. That's all I heard.
Yeah. You can catch me over 105.9 WJHA, the Hawk, Saturdays and Sundays. I'll be running board ops this week for Fuzz. That's going to be there on Saturday. So I'll be running the board this weekend coming up. But we'll be doing.
So you're eating dog food and running board, huh? Okay.
Well, no. I'll be on the mic. We'll be doing like a little back and forth type thing on the microphone with the show. We're going to be talking about some 90s alternative, about how Limp Bizkit was metal back in the 90s, and how Limp Bizkit dropped a brand new record, and they tried to bring back the 90s, and it's just absolutely horrific. And then we're going to be talking about how California in July is going to be doing full-blown concerts again, so that's pretty cool. So we'll be discussing that.
The theme park's full blown in California before they do concerts. My God.
Yeah, well, July, I believe it's July 15th is the first mega concert that's coming back.
Yeah. And
the lineup is huge. Every band that you could possibly think of wanted to get on this because it's their first. I mean, everyone's hurting for money. Oh shit, we got a concert. Let's sign me up. I want to get on this. I don't care if it's rock, metal, gospel, freaking reggae.
Yep.
Get me on it.
Get that word out. So you can hear Tony D. Tony D. as Saturday and Sunday if you're up there in Jersey. 105.5. The Wolf, the Hawk, the Beast, whatever. The Hawk. Thank you. Go ahead and make sure you listen. Tony, got to go ahead and run, man. I appreciate it.
You got it, brother.
Take care. All right. Tony D. from The Tony D. Show. That no longer exists. Now you can find him on the Hawk because he likes to fly. Hey, man, how was Easter for you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, we went to the beach. We're not into that. I mean, maybe we would be if I was more into it, but we went to the beach. We had a really nice day. We went out to Cape Canaveral, Cocoa, Kennedy Space Center. It was a lot of fun. We had a good day.
Now, it was kind of chilly to go out to the beach. You guys dressed warm? Make sure you wore like a full bodysuit when you went into the water?
It was like a spur of the moment thing, man. We woke up and I looked at my wife. I said, "Babe, what's for breakfast?" She goes, "I don't know. You want to go out?" or you want to eat here? I said, let's go out. And we went out. The restaurant we went to, Maple Street Biscuits and Chicken. I don't know, it's a new restaurant here in town. And they were closed for Easter. And I got on 192 and drove into St. Cloud. We ate at the Coffee Cup Cafe there. And then just said, let's go to the beach. And we went. We walked the beach with our shoes off, with our jeans rolled up as high as we could roll them. It was great. It was awesome.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, it was interesting. We spent the weekend over at Alyssa's parents' house. You know, their brand new house with their pool, and they one way or the other, doesn't care if it's at 90 degrees or 20 degrees, they're gonna have that heater on and then say, we're going to the pool, we're going in. So okay, we'll go in. And it was cool.
How many months have they had that pool up and operational?
It's only been what, they moved in December.
Yeah.
I think January or February, I think we first dipped in there. So it's been a couple of months.
And I heard it's really expensive, man, to heat a pool. Gas or electric.
Don't ask me. I just went ahead and enjoyed it.
It depends on what temperature you keep it. Of course, the higher
88, 89.
I'm over
here
like what is the ideal water temperature to go in and not feel like a bitch because you're crawling in?
I think it's 70.
I like 74, 75, 76, something like in this mid upper 70s.
That's what
80 is too hot.
I'm thinking like 78.
Yeah,
we kept ours at 70, and it didn't really bother our electric that much.
Really?
I mean, I want to say under $20.
So yeah, I mean, mid to upper 70s. The 85, 88, 89. Listen, it felt good to be in the water, but it's like no. I'm telling you, no. I don't want anything in the upper 80s.
No,
but that's what they had it at.
Because you want to at least slightly cool off when it's hot outside.
Yeah, thank you.
But you don't want to take an hour to get in it.
The problem is if it's kind of chilly outside and it's windy.
Yes.
Yeah. Then when you're getting out, it's like shit.
Yeah. And we had. This was in Ohio, my parents' house. He put an Olympic-sized pool in. He did it himself, and it was gas heated. And we had a party. And we all went swimming, and he had the heater on and forgot to turn it off when we went on vacation. Needless to say, 2 weeks later, we come back, and we're looking, and there's steam behind the house. And we go back there, and they're the one, because there's snow on the ground. And we go back, the steam's just rising off that water. We got in there, it was like 84 degrees. And I will say, when it was 30 degrees outside, 84 in the water was not too bad. But his gas bill was horrifically high.
I can't even imagine.
But that's when it's cold and you just want to get in that water, but you're not going to want to freeze after you get out.
I say jacuzzi. If you're going to get in it in the winter, just get in a jacuzzi.
I just started planning my pool. I got with an engineer because I've already got it drawn. I just need to get it engineered so I can pull my permit. And I'm going to do a big jacuzzi. Hopefully big enough for like 6 adults. And
that's what they have too. They have a jacuzzi on the corner of the pool area. So where you have the waterfall that comes off. Yeah. It's not really fancy, but fancy enough for them where, the waterfall comes into the pool.
I'm not building a pool without a jacuzzi.
No, I don't think anybody does. I think it's worthless.
For me, right, put the baby to bed, go outside, turn the lights down low, turn the bubbles up.
We don't want to know what creepy shit you guys do.
I'm not even going there. I'm dead serious. Just relax, dude. I'm just trying to relax. And, you can't relax in a pool like you can in a jacuzzi.
No, I agree. I agree. Jacuzzi, you got all the bubbles going around. You're actually soaking in a good heat where you're relaxing your muscles and everything like that. It's good.
Margarita. I have my margarita machine back there.
You're going to build like an outdoor bar or something? I mean,
I'm going to do a bar. You were here. Remember when I was painting?
Yeah.
The area that's open.
Yeah. The open area. Okay. That's where it's going to. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do like a summer kitchen there. I don't know if you can see it, but here's the pool design.
No, to your left.
My left.
There we go. Yeah.
So
that's not bad. So basically, all right. So basically, what he's showing, Karen, I'm not sure if you see it. You see it? Yeah. So that's not bad. I mean, it's definitely modern. It's there's no rounds or anything. It's all cornered.
I hate those rounded ones.
Yeah.
Well, it'll have a nice shallow, like 8 inches. What they call like a waiting area, like a splash pad. We're gonna put a couple lounge chairs in there, and
yes,
a bubble. It's gonna be awesome.
How deep?
I can't wait. 3 to 6.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Volleyball net?
No, I don't think it'll be. You know what? It might be wide enough for. I think it's going to be 10 feet wide.
Oh yeah.
The actual pool area.
Yeah.
Will be like 10 by 20, and then you've got the jacuzzi that I think is like 8 by 8, and then you've got like an 8 by 9 splash area, and then the steps going down. So it actually might be wide enough. I think 10 feet might be wide enough for
gauge it when it's done. I mean, you don't have to buy it now. I mean, just gauge it when it's done.
Yeah, for sure. I can't.
Dude, you better invite me for that pool party, man. You know your cousin has to come up there.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to take.
I know it's going to take some time.
3 weeks for permitting, and then probably 2 months to build. So
that's actually quick.
It'll be just in time for summer.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Damn
but
right.
of course, you're always welcome.
Of course.
My dad
spend a weekend up there alone.
His so that it was the depths were adjustable. So typically at one level, you could set it so that the shallow end was 3 foot, and then the deep end was 6.
Wait, you could adjust it?
He adjusted, like I said, he built it himself, so he engineered it so you could adjust the levels. So my mom didn't care to, walk around the pool. She wanted to swim. So, but when we had all the family in, of course, with the kids and stuff, you needed the shallow end, so he would drop it. But it could go as high as it would be as the 6 foot end would go up to 10 foot deep, and then the shallow end would be 7 foot deep.
So like you just adjusted the water level in the pool?
Yeah, he made it so you could adjust the water level through the skimmers. It was really ingenious. I told him he should patent it, but
no, don't patent that.
Because I think that'd be awesome. We enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, it served dual purposes. So for whatever you wanted to use the pool for.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited.
All right, man. Hey, it was good to have you on. Appreciate you coming on and sharing your thoughts. I know it was a little bit political there, but always want to have another opinion. And hey, listen, maybe we do this more often. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to kind of step out of the zone, my comfort zone of watching YouTube videos and find more things to do.
Watching YouTube videos
to occupy my time. All I do is watch cruise videos on YouTube. It's quite sad.
You're torturing yourself, man.
What about cooking videos? Because you're quite the
you
chef.
know how many cooking videos I've seen?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, that's why I was curious.
What do you think?
I know you cook really well. So.
Why do you think the Super Bowl party went so well? All that meat falling off the bone. Damn, it was him plus the smoker.
When he says that he watches cruise videos, I'm thinking, why don't you watch cooking videos?
Well, lately, it's a mix between how-to dessert videos.
Oh yes,
of course, some cooking. I got an ice cream maker, so I've been making a shit ton of ice cream.
Nice.
Anyway, cruise videos and music type videos, guitars, stuff like that.
Hey, what did you end up getting? You said you got an electric. Did you end up getting an electric guitar like you said?
No, I started shopping around, and I'm leaning toward getting a bass, another bass.
Yeah.
And because I just don't want to spend like $3,000 on a guitar right now.
But you didn't. You didn't go out and buy one yet?
No, I didn't. I'm looking. I'm taking my time. I don't want to rush because it's quite a substantial, investment. So I don't want to just like rush into a big purchase.
I hear you. No, when you mentioned that you were in Sam Ash, I'm thinking, oh shit, he's getting back into the game again.
Man, if they would have had what I wanted the day I was in there, I would have left with something. But
they were out of it.
I said, dude, are you guys secretly going out of business? Like,
was it that bad?
The walls were bare. Like the floors were dirty.
Dude,
like, where's all your stuff?
Dude, do you have a Guitar Center?
Huh?
Do you have a Guitar Center?
Yeah, I went to Guitar Center. I went to Sam Ash. Multiple locations.
Okay.
Come up this way and go to Brent's
and they're all
Music.
the same. I thought it was because of lumber. Because, I don't know if you guys realize it, but we're going through a national lumber shortage / prices are through the roof.
Prices are
A
high.
year ago, you could buy a sheet of plywood for $8.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $40 now.
Damn.
That's just plywood.
What's going on? Where are the trees?
So anyways, I thought it was a lumber issue. He goes, dude, everyone's getting their stimulus. I said, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't keep anything in stock.
So give it a couple of months, and everybody will be stocking it. I mean,
And prices will come down a little bit, too.
yeah, maybe. But the guitar you're looking for. Couldn't you have ordered it online or something, or maybe had it, put your name in there when it comes in stock again?
Well, here's the thing about guitars, and fellow musicians will know that. Maybe you feel this way about your microphone or your monitors, but man, when you're spending like $2-3 grand on a guitar, you really want to touch it and play it before you make that purchase. Which is why I just didn't jump and buy something online, which I probably could have done a few times by now.
I got you. Yeah. Listen, it was hard for me to wait for a mic. It's like, I didn't spend that much, obviously. I spent a couple $100 on the mic, and it's like, I'll get there in 3 to 5 business days. I'm thinking, I'm looking out there. It's like, okay, when's it coming? Checking my email. When's it coming? And then, finally getting this bad boy here, and it's all good. Everybody else is, they got the cheap shit. So,
well, I got the Mac mic. How does it sound?
Hey, it's all right. It sounds like it still sounds like you're in a closet. I mean, you can go ahead and get
really?
Yeah. I mean, it's still it's one of those condenser type mics where you could hear everything that's going on in that room. So right now, since there's nothing going on, it's picking up your voice, but it's got the range where it can pick up anything in the room. Like mine, I could talk like this, and you probably can't hear me as well, but I have to have it up close. So you have to have a dynamic mic in order to get get the clarity. But
well, if you want me to come on more regularly, I'll buy a mic.
Get a mic stand, and yeah, I mean, it's not going to cost you out the door. I mean, you can get a pretty decent dynamic mic for 100, 150, and stands are not that. I mean, I actually have a spare stand I can even send you. I
can buy my own gear.
I'm pretty sure you can. I know, man. You're Mr. Moneybags from Monopoly. I know. But yeah, man. Listen, enjoyed having you. I mean, just with the exception of this whole crap going on with the audio breaking up a little bit, I'm glad we got that figured out.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
No, I don't know.
But if I do come back on again, I'm going to hardwire my computer. So
I don't think it was yours. Honestly, I think it was mine because I had gotten a notification that Wi-Fi was unstable. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired, and I think it was because I had Facebook open. I closed Facebook, and that's when you told me everything was fine.
Oh, okay.
So I think I just had way too many things over. I honestly, I think I need an update on the computer. I need something like an octa-core or something like that because this ain't cutting it.
All right. Well, I mean, it was great chatting with you guys. I appreciate being on. I'd like to come back.
Absolutely, dude, man. You're always welcome. I always go ahead and share the link if you ever want to join us on the show. You know, it's Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 to 9.
7 to 9. All right. Well, hey, guys, good night.
Good night.
Talking to you.
Take care.
See you later.
All right. There you go. Jim right there giving us his word on the vaccine, giving us his word on what's going on in Disney, giving us some cooking tips. Going to put a pool in. I'm excited about that because I get to go over here there and swim in the pool. Yeah. Everybody I go has a pool except the fucking my house.
One day.
And that sucks. And that's not going to happen. I don't make enough, and I'm being a Debbie Downer, so I could always say, yeah, we can always build it. You know what we're doing, though? We're actually looking to build out in the garage. We're going to take the garage, we're going to make it another space.
Oh, yeah?
So when I talked to my cousin, he said it was going to be like $4 or $5 grand to go ahead and, make that fully functional electric, AC and everything like that.
Right.
So it's like, well, can we do it? No. But we could start off by putting a couple of hundred away. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So by maybe in 3 years, we'll be able to do it. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for to go ahead and expand on this home, which is only 1,000 square feet. It's really small, especially for a kid. And, Alyssa wants another one. She wants us to see if we can go ahead and actually get a baby this time.
Nice.
And I'm over here 43 years old. I say, if we had a baby right now, you gave birth, you pushed one out of your little thingy. I'd be 61 by the time the kid graduates.
That's okay.
No, it's not. I'm already going gray as it is. I'm already struggling with my health. And yes, I understand. If I'd made some better choices, I could. So, all right, given that, maybe I make some better choices. I'm still going to be on the decline. I'm at the age where I'm on the back nine. I'm declining.
But
I'm not going to be able to play with that kid the way it should be.
You can. On the other side of that coin is this. I firmly believe that with all my health issues, that I would, for the most part, be laid up at home doing absolutely nothing if I didn't have still 2 young kids at home and grandkids that I'm constantly after.
Right.
If I didn't have to get up out of bed, if I didn't have to feed them, if I didn't have to do activities with them, and I had the choice to just do nothing, I would probably give in and do nothing and decline. So they do help keep you going and keep you motivated and moving.
Yeah.
And so that's why my mom always said they keep you young, because they give you that little bit of push when you don't want to go.
I really would like it. I really would like that little push. I would like to do things I haven't done in a while.
Yep.
But it's
well, David kind of got he kind of got a kickstart on his workout yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we had a day from hell yesterday.
So what is his workout regimen now are going to entail?
Well, definitely more like walking to try to get himself started, because his big thing is he's very tired.
Yeah.
All the time.
Me. That's me. I do nothing.
And yeah, so he was like,
how do you get tired from doing nothing? I don't get that.
Because you don't get circulation, you don't get enough vitamin D, you don't get. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that, and when you actually start walking on a regular basis, you think, "Oh, I'm too tired, I can't do it." But you're going to find when you come back,
just do it.
No, but when you come back from that very first walk, you're going to be like, "Oh wow, I actually have a little bit of energy." Where you would think that end of that first walk, you're going to be like, "Oh, I just want to sit down on the couch."
Right.
You might want to cool off, but you actually have, because your blood's pumping, your heart's pumping, you got that circulation going, and your body needs that. And you're taking more oxygen when you're walking and moving about. But so yesterday, I was looking for a gas station. We're on the highway, and I'm hauling the trailer, and I ran out of gas right before I got to the exit.
Are you like my wife, who's basically saying, okay, so basically you're one of two people. When you take a look at the gas gauge going on E,
I can make it
you're
another
thinking,
30 miles.
I can do another 30 miles. Or you're the person that's like, it's like a half a tank, I got to fill up.
No, that's David. I'm the complete opposite. I'm
sad.
I'm right on the red line, so I'm pretty sure I can make it.
So here's the thing, too. It's like, now she has a car. Now she has this little digital thing where it says, you have 15 miles till you run out of gas. And I know her. She's going to have 2 miles to go, and she's going to find the nearest gas station at 2 miles, and she's going to be stuck where it's the nearest gas station's 5 miles.
I got to let her know, and on a little secret, that when it tells you have 0 miles, you still have a reserve. And it's made that way.
Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. Don't.
Like in my Durango, when it hit 0, I could still go 68 miles. Yes, I carried a gas can with me to measure it.
You are crazy.
I know. And of course, speed and weight, all that stuff plays a factor in it. So I'm hauling this trailer, and I come to it. I let it coast as far as I could let it coast, because I'm trying to get him as close to the exit as I can, because he's going to be walking.
Yep.
And I come to a dead stop right on a bridge.
You're crazy.
And I don't do heights. So I'm like,
and you're
oh
on
my
a
God.
bridge. Yeah, you're done.
I said, David, it's dead stopped on a bridge.
But you know what you do is you go ahead and put it in neutral and roll down the rest of the way.
That's what I had been doing. I just put it in neutral and let it coast. It was not a bridge on a hill. There was no hill to it.
There was no hill.
It was just a flat bridge. And I told David, I said, he goes, I'm going to get walking. I said, you're just going to leave me on this bridge? He goes, Karen, the car's not moving. It's done. I'm like, oh, I got to sit here this whole time and wait for you on this bridge?
No, you're walking.
He pushed the car.
Oh, really?
With the trailer attached to it a quarter mile.
What the hell?
I know, isn't he awesome?
What the
Got me
hell?
off the bridge, got me around the bend of the exit. Before he went to gas, it took him walking to 3 gas stations to find a gas station that actually sold a gas can.
Oh, Lord.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And then when we finally did get to the gas station with the car, I got locked in the bathroom stall.
Ooh, I just went ahead and started scrolling through Facebook. Would anyone actually eat crock pot meatballs? The ingredients are kind of weird. Obviously, a large package of meatballs, a bottle of 12 ounces of chili or barbecue sauces, 2 tablespoons ketchup, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, 1 jar of grape jelly.
What? Oh, I have heard of that.
Is that good?
Because
I gotta try it now.
The sweetness counters the acidity, in your sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have heard people using that instead of using sugar.
Well, good. I don't want sugar. The less sugar, the better. I know it's going to have sugar in it, but
yeah, because it's
less the better.
Like our jelly, I always try to get jellies that don't have preservatives and the extra additives, so it just has the natural sugars.
Right.
But those natural sugars still do the same thing.
Gotcha.
So it's an alternative.
All right, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to got a couple of songs lined up. We're going to go ahead and do that. When we come back, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do something.
We're going to do more shit talking.
We're going to have to do more shit talking. We'll get some memes. I'm not sure if you have any memes.
Yeah,
Today's National Beer Day. Just want to let you know. And we do have a couple of articles we can go in. We're going to talk more about the vaccine. We're going to talk more in regards to Shaq is in the news. Gators are in the news. Beer is in the news. What could be more exciting than that? Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We're going to come right back. We'll be right back right after this.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
Nobody hears, begging at his feet like a broken dog, taking the grass.
much too young now to be the winner, and I'm much too old to wish I knew why. But I'm just right now to fall down as a sinner. This painful life's releasing me to die. And the hands reach out before me, and they want things that I can't give. This alcoholic dream comes true. It's fate and urge to live. And everything you want, I might want to. And all the things you say, I might say too. But when we disagree to rid the scene, I'll battle you and me, this it shouldn't be.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man, it is so cool to be back together with these guys doing this, you know? I swear. Because this is a group where I know I fit in, you know? Because the way the world is now, you can be part of a group and not even know you're a part of a group until you read about it or see it on TV. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. My wife and I, we love watching like Dateline, 2020, those shows. But you know how every week they will feature a disease. And I swear to you, every week, no matter what the disease is, my wife has it. There'll be 3 people on the planet that have this disease. My wife is one of them. She just watches it going, I've got it. I have every one of those symptoms. I'm like, you do not have testicular cancer. You don't even have testiculars. But they've made us such a bunch of paranoid nuts, you know, because when I was growing up, there were 2 medicines in the world. You had aspirin and camphofenique. That's all there was. Now there's so many medicines. They got this prescription stuff that they advertise on TV, and I swear half the time the side effects are 50 times worse than what the medicine cures. It's like, try new Floraflor for itchy, watery eyes. It's Floraflor. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, water weight gain, lower back pain, receding hairline, eczema, seborrheic psoriasis, itching, chafing clothing, liver spots, blood clots, ringworm, excessive body odor, uneven tire wear, pyorrhea, gonorrhea, diarrhea, halitosis, scoliosis, loss of bladder control, hammer toe, the shanks, low sperm count, warped floors, cluttered drawers, hunchback, heart attack, low resale value on your home, feline leukemia, athlete's foot, head lice, clubfoot, MS, MD, VD, fleas, anxiety, sleeplessness, drowsiness, poor gas mileage, tooth decay, parvo, warts, unibrow, lazy eye, fruit flies, chest pains, clogged drains, hemorrhoids, dry heaving, and sexual dysfunction.
Call Charles now, 813-699-5353.
as a parent, and I'm over here thinking, it's like, does the kids ever listen? Do they ever listen? Like, literally, I'm saying to my son, as we're on break, he gives me a kiss, and I say, we're going to go right to bed, right? We're going to go right to bed. We're not going to have any, we're not going to play any games. We need to close our eyes and go to sleep, because he has major issues at school. Just a lot of not concentrating, ADHD type things, and, just lacking control. So I said, we're going to go right to bed, right to bed, and we're not going to have any, we're not going to laugh, and we're not going to play around. It's going, yes, Daddy. Give him a kiss, and, we're on the way. And now I'm over here listening to Mom putting him in bed, and he's over there just jabbing away, laughing, just... Do the kids ever listen? I mean, am I doing something wrong?
No.
Because I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
It's normal. First off, are you trying to tell me that bodily functions are not still funny to you?
No. You see, the thing is, yes, farting, burping, and when it's made in a joking context, yes. But here's the thing, is I'm trying not to allow the laughing, because once he starts, he's not going to stop. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
And I get that.
And he did say excuse me, which is fine, but it's like he's right here giving me a kiss. He hesitates giving me a kiss, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking, no, stop that. Because it gets to the point where it can be rude. So,
yeah.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I had boys and girls, and there was just...
You had a whole farm team.
Yes. There's a certain things that at his age that are they're just funny. So, yeah, it's bedtime, so it's time to calm down. Mm-hmm. Wow, that might be funny some other time, but I don't know. And this is just me, but to me, the little things I just didn't worry about. There were much bigger issues, like let's not hit, let's not bite, let's not, disrespect, those type of things. I just didn't worry about the little things, especially when it's something that every kid finds is funny. Now, I did teach them, if you're sitting at dinner at a public place and you let them, yes, say excuse me, don't make a big scene about it. It's a public place. But in our home, it was just a different story. I don't know, it just was. So...
No,
that's me.
I get it. It's just, again, with him, it's like you can't. There's like you have to have a.
You give him an inch, he'll take 3 miles.
Thank you. I have to try to have a tight, a closed iron fist with him.
And mine
sometimes
too.
It gets me in trouble.
No. Why did I download that? Mine too, but, I would have to say, okay, just remember, it's bedtime, so it's time to calm down or something of that nature, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like I was too lax, but like if you had dinner with us, it was not a quiet place. It was not a quiet place. We laughed, we cut up, we told stories. 2 or 3 people were talking at the same time. That was our family time. That was our everybody's release time.
We would love to do that, but he will not eat a single bite if we did that.
Yeah, mine would take forever, but
I would say could be sitting at the table for hours, and he probably wouldn't take a single bite if there was a lot of conversation going on.
Yeah, he is really. I mean, he'll talk up a storm. He'll talk on his own.
He talks to himself. Yeah,
right. He'll talk to himself, and he'll just let that food sit there and sit there and sit there.
On Easter, we're over at my mom and dad's. He's playing in the living room. There's nobody else in the living room. Everybody else is either in the dining room or on the lanai. And he's playing in the living room, and he's just talking up a storm. And my grandma looks at me, and she goes, "Who's he talking to?" I said,
"We don't
himself."
Yeah. Yeah, that was Tori. Tori was one, or Tommy. Tommy was another one that he would... And Davey, he's 12 years old. He could still sit over there with his little planes or whatever that he got for his birthday and talk and have a conversation and carry on a whole staged thing. But I don't know.
That's like off the cuff, too. It's not even like, It's not even scripted. It's like right off the cuff.
Well, like Davey and Kelsey, sometimes they'll play and they'll say, well, when I do this, you say this. I mean, they'll like script it out beforehand. And I'm like,
a lot of kids do that, though.
And that's, so I don't know. I just, as long as
okay, you tell me to do this.
Right, so you already know what's going to happen.
You say hello.
Exactly. Well, don't forget to laugh and make sure you bring this. So, yeah, but I don't know. Like, I just chose to, I have to redirect Davey a lot. Scotty was the same way. I used to have to redirect him quite a bit. But I don't know how I managed to work that all in there, but we just, I don't know. I just didn't worry about the little stuff. If they got too loud, I would say, hey, kind of keep it down. Having multiple kids, I was always like, hell, if they're laughing and they're not fighting and throwing things at each other, I'm blessed. That's just kind of how I felt, because you could have like a carload. Like I always told them there was a certain volume level, and that's all I have to do in my car, and it stops. But that's how I taught them, is because it can cause us to have an accident. That's why I had to start taking money away from Kelsey, because she would just abruptly yell in the middle of nowhere. And twice I almost had an accident because it startled the shit out of me. And I'm like, stop screaming out like that. Well, this puppy on here is so cute. I don't give a shit. My dead body's not going to be cute. Now quit. But but I had that level. If they weren't in the car too, if they weren't arguing, then I was good. Because I had one that would agitate as soon as everybody was happy and content. I could look in the rearview mirror, and there would be Chippy just browsing around like, who can I trigger? And I'd be like, Chippy, don't do it. And he'd just sit back in his seat, because that's how he always, and I knew he was like that, so I knew to check. But it was, I don't know. I tried, I was a single mom too, so I tried to, we played rough in our house. I mean, the things we did in our house, 90% of parents probably would say, y'all are insane. I mean, we skated in our house. We've used skateboards. We've moved the furniture and had sock sliding parties. We've had, we laid down bubble wrap one time and had bubble wrap races. Just
see what we can do with more room in the house. We'd have bubble wrap races now.
Just move you have a line from the door to the sliding door. That's all you need.
Oh, really?
You just need a hallway. Yeah. We turned our hallway one time into we did theme parties a lot. But we did a 007 theme. Right. The whole day, everything we did had to do with, spies and stuff like that. And we turned our whole hallway into, they had to try and get over the different strings and stuff and not touch the string. I don't know.
We don't have a hallway.
No, but
we have walls.
You just got to get creative with what you have. I mean, you've got the, in between the bench and the sofa, you could probably do something there. We did a tent underneath our table, and all I did was lay a king-size sheet so it hung over the table, and then we had the little portable DVD player, and we watched movies and we did popcorn once in a while, but our biggest thing was to do Rice Krispie treats, which never got formed because we would always eat them while they were still melted and gooey in the bowl.
He loves to do movie night with popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's his big thing. I want popcorn. When we're having movie night, it's got to have popcorn.
Yep. We did that once in a while, but the Rice Krispie treats, I don't know, it just became a thing, because I hated forming them, but like I said, we hardly ever made it to the actual forming, so I tried to...
We could make my Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, we need to make those Rice Krispie treats again.
They're really... and
we've
they're
made them once or twice before.
I think they're better homemade than they are store-bought, but...
Much better.
My opinion. Yeah. But I don't know. I just, like I said, I just tried not to worry
about... It's really
about
messy, but yeah.
The little stuff, and focus more on the stuff that I wanted them in society to, like when you're out in public, behaving at the table in a restaurant, and things like that.
Part of the stuff with him is he can't separate one from the other.
Right. And maybe that'll
it's
come with time
all
too.
One thing from him. He can't separate fantasy from reality. He
Yeah,
thinks
believe me,
everything on TV is real.
No, believe me, I wanted to go ahead and actually get him into wrestling. I mean, WrestleMania is coming up this weekend, and it's like
that was
I
another
kind of would
thing.
like to have him in there.
That's another thing I did. I mean, they were in gymnastics, they were on swim team, they were in t-ball.
Well, he's just talking about watching wrestling.
Yeah, just watching. No, not doing.
Mine actually did wrestling and stuff too. But what I'm saying is, I found because the twins were very, very, they were like Stefan with the energy. I mean, all my kids are very energetic, but the twins were just like over the top. So I tried to keep them involved in as many things as I could to kind of try and wear that. Did it work 100%? Absolutely not. But it also gave them those outlets where in karate, and I will tell you, I know, understand he has problems separating, but it really helped my boys with listening, discipline, and having that outlet. It was there in the gym, and they have practice times at home.
Of people say that.
Yeah,
but he has such a hard time following rules as it is, and I feel like until he gets a grasp on following rules,
but they help
in general.
Just to go ahead and give everybody up to speed of what we're talking about if you're just tuning in. So obviously we have our son who's got ADHD and hard time at school and definitely getting a hard time trying to go ahead and actually go to sleep. Basically, Karen and Alyssa are just going ahead and mix matching what we can do with our room with bubble wrap parties and homemade tents versus what we can't do with our current situation because he just does not think of it that way. Right. He goes ahead and he'll take whatever he's learned over here. If it has something to do with wrestling or physical or violence or anything like that, he's going to use it at school. So even some cartoons we don't allow him to watch, like Bluey, which is not violent, but it shows the kids basically over talking and overstepping the parents.
Oh yeah, see, I cut that out too, and I know a lot of people are big fans of Rugrats. I would not let my kids watch Rugrats. I wouldn't let them watch The Simpsons. Of course, not South Park. Although their dad thought that was just hilarious.
That is hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but not for a kid.
I don't know what kid you're talking about. You're over here letting them run ragged as long as they're not fighting.
Well. Yeah, well, now I'm not going to tell you my kids didn't fight because, dear God, can they fight? And my boys, I would just tell because you only have one boy, but boys, they've got that testosterone going, and I don't care what you do, they're going to have their differences and they're going to fight, and it's going to turn into a wrestling match or a punching match. I told them out to the yard, we bought gloves, and I said, have it out. Don't hit each other's face, because I didn't want their face messed up. But, and that's what I'm saying. Was it promoting fighting? No, but it's going to happen anyway. So if they have something that they think is going to be better dealt with by wrestling each other out in the yard, go out in the yard where you're not breaking anything. Right. 9 times out of 10, by the time they got to the yard, they weren't even pissed off at each other anymore. And they put the gloves on, tied them up, threw up a few punches, but then they were laughing, and then the other kids would get involved, and it was just a big wrestling match in the front yard. And that's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm saying, okay, let's round one, let's go. That's not what I was doing at all. It was just take it to the yard and I know a lot of people hate the saying kids are going to be kids, but they are, and I don't. Some of that just can't be pounded down with too many rules, because then when too many rules come into the picture, and Stefan's young still, so I'm not.
We're turning this whole thing into a parenting class. Everybody take notes.
But there's a lot of people that can relate to it because they've been there too.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's young, so things that you could do with him. Even though when my kids were younger, like I said, I was the only one they could come to, and I kept I would tell them, you can come and vent to me as long as you stay respectful. And if it reaches a disrespect level, I said, then it's a whole different situation. And yes, they would. I
wouldn't mind that if you understood that.
They would rant to me, right? And okay. And I love you guys, so I'm gonna bring up a couple things.
Okay.
If Stefan watches wrestling, since that's one of the things you're wanting to do with him,
yes.
And you can tell me where the difference is, because I'm definitely no judgment. Please don't think I am, because I'm not by no means. Okay, so if my kids watch wrestling and they were to then wrestle with one another. Or I know you had said he came out and kind of like elbow dropped the couch. I'm asking you.
No, I think that was your dad.
What is...
Well, no.
Oh, but what's wrong with him elbow dropping the couch?
Because then he goes to school and he elbow drops a kid.
Yeah.
So
he takes what he does. He takes what he sees at home and incorporates it to everything.
So you constantly are going to have to be saying, this is a home thing. This is not something you can go to school and do. And that's why I'm saying with age, I'm sure he'll start understanding and being able to separate things. So it's not something that you can maybe do now, but in time it'll get to where you can.
Well, and that's what I keep telling him too, because he keeps saying he wants him to watch wrestling with him. He wants to watch football.
Right.
He will watch football, but then he'll go to school and he thinks that football equals run and tackle each other, and that's it. So then he goes to school and he's tackling all the kids and he's getting in trouble at school for tackling all the kids. Well, I was just playing football.
Were the people playing football? No.
Well, yeah,
it's not that.
It's one of those things though that carries over like that.
This all boils down, because we're spending way too much time on this. This all boils down to he is where he is because he takes what he gets from home and brings it to school. Now, if he wasn't doing that, if he could separate that, no biggie. That would probably be most of the problem solved right there. But he doesn't. He doesn't get it. And as much as we try to go ahead and do it, he's just still going to do it anyway. So we just got to separate it for now.
I think,
at least
like you said, in time, I think he'll start grasping the concept.
Yeah.
But, I mean, are the kids at school just not... Are they being pansies? I mean, what are they doing?
First off, I think he's the one instigating it. He's the one instigating it.
Schoolyard.
We've had the teacher conference, and he's the one instigating it. It's not like, they see what's going on. Now, I think all of school's gone into pansy mode, but...
He comes at kids aggressively.
Yes.
Right.
And it's not even... There doesn't even have to be anything going on. They could come up to him and say hi, and if he's in that kind of mood, he's just going to lay him out. And
that's what
that's where the problem is.
So he's just going to cool it off, and I think, like I said, hopefully by next week, little meds, little magic, little pixie dust, and I think everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
And maybe him knowing that, hey, this is what you're missing out on. Once you understand the difference, then you can do this.
We're not going to discuss it anymore. We're not going to discuss it anymore. We already went in. We're repeating. We're beating a fucking dead horse. Okay? We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're beating a dead fucking horse. All right? So Karen went ahead and messaged me one of these photos on Facebook. And apparently you said this is from, it says right here, Barnes & Noble in the religion section. There's a book that says, I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness. By the way,
how is that religious?
Exactly. And the author's last name is Brown. So, just pointing that out.
How ironic.
Yeah. There's one up there that says Raising White Kids and How to Fight Anti-Semitism, which I guess is fine.
But
Raising
none of it's
white kids. So it's like, what is this religion going on here?
God made them write it.
I mean, are we going to go? Can we go like to Books A Million? Go in the religion section, and we're going to see shit like this? Like, who's getting religion out of this? Is this what we're supposed to make religion out of now? Is blacks and whites?
And why, when it was the other way around? I mean, you didn't find books saying, how to raise a black child or how to raise an African American child in, No, it
was all one color as far as I was concerned, and it's still one color.
I'm curious as to what it says inside. Like, I'm not going to buy the book, of course, but I'm tempted to go and just see what it says in the book. What is the right way to raise a white child?
Number one, there is no black.
Which, if you ask a child, they don't see that anyway.
They shouldn't. Right? There shouldn't be. I mean, but yeah, I would like to see what's actually written in there. What are you going to tell me how to raise white kids? The only thing different I can think about at any cost is their hairstyle. And even that, and the only reason why is because yes, there's black hair is different than Caucasian hair. It is different. Believe me, I know. I screwed up his mohawk. I know.
That had nothing to do with the type of hair he has.
I've screwed that up on a white child.
You know what? If we let him grow it out, he would have a full fro by age 6.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
And he's almost 6.
Yeah, he's almost there. His hair does grow.
It does.
Yeah.
It grows fast.
So it's like, what would be the difference? I mean, and we're talking about thinking the most inappropriate way possible. What would be the thing that they would tell us in this book, how to raise white kids, which is already inappropriate. But what would they say in there that would be raising white kids versus raising black kids or raising any other kid?
We are supposed to become insignificant now.
Yeah. I mean, we can't even say raising boys or girls because
no,
it's no. It's not just boys and girls anymore. Now it's boys, girls, trans, weenie tucks, them. Yeah, them.
Which I started watching. I went back to start watching Cobra Kai, and that I was surprised that was in there when he was.
How far are you in? Just season 1.
The inspector came, because it's only a couple episodes in.
You're in the first season.
So he was like, "Well, that's very genderized." He's like, "It's what?" Well, you're not supposed. You're my guidance counselor. Rule 1: don't listen to your guidance counselor.
Right.
Yeah, our generation doesn't understand all that gender crap. Yeah. There's 2 genders. That's it. But I thought it was funny that it was worked into there.
And see, that's the other thing I worry about, too. When he goes in and gets into school, now all of a sudden it's like he's going to be pushed or forced into this whole, there's 75 different genders out there.
Well, he said something to me.
Oh, no.
Well, but this was the thing. Is what it boiled down to was that he thought that it was funny.
Good. Maybe good. What was it?
He said something about there was like a dress or something, or like a princess dress or something. It was on a commercial or something like that.
Right.
And he said, "I want that." And I said, "You don't wear dresses." "I want to."
Oh no.
And I said, "Why would you want to wear a dress? You're a boy." He goes, "I want to be a girl." And I said, "Really?" And it boiled down to he thought it was funny.
He thought it was funny to be a girl.
He just thought that I would laugh if he said that.
And see, and there's
I didn't.
Yeah.
And there's the difference, though. Right there is he has somebody that when he makes these statements is going to immediately come back with a question of why.
Yep.
And you've got an open discussion, and I
didn't make him feel bad if he felt that way, but I was just like, well, why did you say that? What makes you think that?
But
and then it ended up being just because he thought it was funny.
If you go and ask these kids that are dressing the opposite genders or piercing up their face and all this other stuff, if you actually talk to them about their dynamics in the home as far as parental wise, you're going to find that they don't have that guidance. They don't have that person to instantly interact with and ask the questions and offer a discussion. And that's what that's where everything's lacking. And I don't think, Charles, that you're going to have to worry about in the future because he has that at home where he can come home and ask questions about the things that are going on in school.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I would really hope that doesn't happen at all. That's what
stay involved.
Yes, definitely. It is time to go ahead and get some memes. We need to get some laughter in this freaking place.
I only had a few.
No, listen. A few right now. I think we only have time for a few because it's already 8:41.
Wow.
We only took one break today. I mean, we may take one more
and you
before
think we
news.
Can't talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, we can.
I'm telling you, it's not hard. It's soft. All right. Let's get to... All right, we already went over that, so... this one here is a sign. Can't afford anal beads? Eat marbles and wait. Ow! I just got that. Oh, God! Tell me we didn't need that. us need that laugh. Oh my God. As Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man, not in the Spider-Man costume, he says, when you find your cousin in porn, but don't want to embarrass her at the family reunion.
Yes, you do.
This one looks like a famous actress. I don't know who she is, but she looks famous. And she's got her eyes rolled like she's about ready to pass out with a coffee mug in her hand. Student says, why do you have coffee every day? Will you die without it? And that's her face. No, but you might.
You might.
Men look at boobs for some reason. Men look at boobs for the same reason women look at puppies in cages. We just want to set them free and play with them. Two pictures. One is Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid on the top and Pee Wee Herman in a theater in the bottom. If we had 80s memes, this would be wax on, wax off.
And only us would understand that.
That's right. We're a dying breed.
I know.
God. Here's Star Trek. William Shatner is, in disgust. And it says, William Shatner has discontinued his new line of ladies' lingerie. Apparently, Shatner Pants wasn't the best choice for a name. Shatner Pants. That's perfect there. Are you gonna
I don't know.
She might snort soon.
She might.
I don't snort. I gasp for air.
And it sounds like she's trying.
Sounds like I'm dying.
Let's
you don't have to be a Star Wars fan or Star Trek fan to enjoy that one.
So, I didn't see... Did you send any memes?
I did.
You did? All right.
Yeah, there was a couple on there.
I know it says here there was a Texas man who becomes the first person to run from Disneyland to Disney World.
Well, that was not
a meme. Right, I get that.
By the way, the famous actress is Cameron Diaz.
That is Cameron Diaz?
Yep.
No shit.
It is.
Oh, wow. Okay. You sent it to the team page?
Thought I did.
Speaking of actresses, did you guys know that the little girl that played in The Exorcist, she died when she was 12?
No way.
Yeah, of an intestinal blockage.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
I know she sent a couple.
I don't see them. I don't know. Maybe they didn't work.
All right, so here's one. This one here has the anal plate of a snake. And says, in the anal plate of the snake, it goes from a single row of cells to a double row if it's harmless. Venomous is just a single row of cells all the way down. And the comment says, bro, if I see a snake, I'm running. I'm not examining its asshole.
Exactly.
So, there you go. All right, there's our memes for today, Wednesday, April 7th, 2021, as we begin year number 7 of the Charles Richardson Show.
Yes.
Do we have any good news?
Well, actually, I was going to do the Disney.
You want to do that one? Okay.
The Running Man.
The Running Man, yes.
Man.
Which, by the way, is a good movie. I know it's not, it's 80s, but anyway, let's take a break. We'll get that loaded up.
Good.
And we'll come right back with the good news and close out the show. Stay tuned.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Welcome to my home. Ever since last fall, may seem kind of strange, but I've seen it all. Now we're at my place, Doma 204. Just another one, lost outside the door. but you threw it all away. I've had enough, I'm so fed up with all your broken, empty promises. You had your chance, now move along and watch me finally live free again. Not coming back, so save your breath. This is the end, no second chance. I've had enough, I'm so fed up with all your broken, empty promises. And now it's my turn. Allow me to use all your hurtful words against you. The world is hitting you. I won't be there for you. I hope you know that it's far too late. I've had enough. I'm so fed up with all your broken, empty promises. You had your chance, now move along and watch me finally live free again. Not coming back, so save your breath. This is the end, no second chance. I've had enough, I'm so fed up with all your broken, empty promises.
Come on down to the newest pub in Texas, Rednecks, where our beer kegs are always full. Don't ask what brand it is, because it all tastes like warm piss. So if you're celebrating a special occasion, like marrying your sister,
I do.
I did, or being named Employee of the Month at Walmart, you're going to want to come celebrate with us at Redneck's Bar and Cantina. And remember, every Friday and Saturday, we have our famous tooth contest. Whoever has the most teeth wins a pair of John Deere mud flaps and a buttery corn on the cob. There's plenty of parking space to drive your house over to Redneck's and come on in and have a hell of a time. We're located right next to Big Al's truck stop, right across the street from the KKK headquarters.
Homos and minorities not welcome. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
We set out from Cairo, mapping hand to follow, but supplies ran thin, edging towards the end, and it seemed suddenly.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. 813. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to give the number out. It doesn't even matter. Time to go ahead and actually get out of here. But first, like always, we'd like to leave with some type of good news, because God knows we don't have much going on. So with the good news, let's go ahead and give it to Alyssa Big Boop McGee on the case.
A Texas man has become the first person to run from Disneyland in California to Disney World in Florida. A man from Texas just finished a run between both Disney parks on either side of the country. Don Muchow, 59, is the first person to run from Disneyland in California to Disney World in Florida. The Ironman athlete from Texas is finishing up with an even bigger goal, ending the journey by running toward the Atlantic Ocean off the Space Coast.
Oh, so he's continuing. He's not stopping at Disney World.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like Forrest Gump. I just felt like running. Good.
Muchow expects to reach his destination Wednesday afternoon, so he should have gotten there today.
Nice.
West 2's Matt Lupoli caught up with Muchow along the way on his sprint towards the finish. He is see his whole storyline in the video. Oh, there's a video. Apparently I didn't get the whole story, I'm sorry. But anyway, so yeah, he's running. He ran from Disneyland to Disney World.
Was there any benefit, just except for the name of the record books?
It doesn't really say on this article. I can look and see.
Yeah, we got a few more minutes. I mean, if you just want.
He was the first.
He was the first.
Importance of it.
Not really.
Well, for him.
It's not the importance of it. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, if you're going to make that much of a run, there better be some type of benefit to it.
He's raising awareness for type 1 diabetes.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yep.
He had a purpose.
You on drugs?
He got the idea to run from theme park to theme park after talking with a friend. The two were chatting about running across the U.S. when his friend asked, are you running from Disneyland to Disney World? He said,
I would.
It was at that moment that the idea was born. I said, I don't think anyone's ever done that. Let's go look it up.
Disney
and no one
should do
had.
something.
So he is the first.
So to me, it made it special to kind of help fulfill a dream of his, and it's always been a dream of mine to run across the country.
Right.
The distance from theme park to theme park is 2,761 miles.
Damn.
Disney should definitely do something like have him as a special guest or something.
No shit. Like he needs to be like one of those parades that the Super Bowl MVPs go on.
Be recognized at both theme parks.
That's right.
There were a few breaks in the coast-to-coast run, but on March 27th, he made it to Florida.
Well, yeah, because there was a couple of storms, too.
Yeah.
Munchow told the outlet the break in the run was because of COVID-19.
Oh.
After he made it to Disney World on April 5th, his next goal is to get to Melbourne and set foot in the Atlantic Ocean.
When did he when did he start? Did it say when he started?
It doesn't say.
I'll bet you it started about a year ago.
No, I wouldn't think it would take him a year.
A way to connect and empower people with type 1 diabetes to be active.
Yeah.
That's just true.
Well, I think with any type of diabetes, listen, even if you don't have diabetes, you still need to be active. You know, and believe me, looking at me and seeing my daily routine, yeah, I'm the one that should go ahead and do what I preach. I don't even preach this. I just say I think it
I
needs
started
to be done.
lifting weights just sitting in a chair.
Lifting weights in a chair. Well, I saw Jimmy Kimmel, who used to be really big. You know, he lost a ton of weight because he actually stands up and has a mini treadmill at his desk.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, number one, I wouldn't be able to type if I'm walking. How do you do that?
Well, go ahead.
They have standing desks.
Yes.
Right, but you're constantly in motion. I wouldn't be able to type. I guess he found a way to. Maybe he can do it himself, but I wouldn't be able to.
Well,
might talk.
Yeah, he might do talk.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of money. He's in Hollywood.
They got those little steps that you can put under your desk to do the step. They've got the pedals that you can put under your desk.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
And there's but I did because
I'll take a look at that.
I had so many problems with my legs and my knees, so I said, well, I've got to start losing weight. So I decided, all right, I'm going to get weights. We're just going to start in a chair. Plus, it was a good way to get Davey to start. And now Kelsey's doing it too. But I figure it's a start.
I need to turn on my step counter on my phone.
I do too.
Because at work, I have several clients who like to we have it's shaped like an 8 almost. Mm-hmm. So there's like this loop at the back. And I have a couple of clients who like to just walk the loop, or they'll ride. We have these little scooters, and they'll ride the scooters around the loop. So I have to follow them around the loop and around and around and around. And everybody's like, "Oh, hi, Alyssa, you're back again."
Hello.
I'm always getting my steps in.
And you're right, because I always ask, like, I am on the go in the move all the time. How do I not continue to lose weight? And I'm not one for like junk eating and stuff like that during the day. So I said, but they said because your body gets used to like how many steps you walk and the activity, and you have to kind of one up it. So of course. So if you find out what your average steps are, and then go
my
a
average
little bit
steps
above.
like 200. It's nothing.
It also has to do with getting your metabolism started in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't eat breakfast very often. Charles yells at me constantly for it.
Yeah, and you know what? When you did eat breakfast every morning, you did lose weight.
I did lose weight. Yeah,
that's right.
I do a banana and a nutrition drink because I just can't. I can't do a full breakfast.
And maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to start getting some shakes.
Yep. Get We got to get a routine in the morning.
That.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Because I don't have time. I honestly, the last few days, have gotten up just a little bit early before I have to get Stefan up, just so I can drink my cup of coffee in peace.
Right.
We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll continue this conversation off air, but thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, everybody.